We are Mr. the Fanboy, the most reckless force in all of the YouTube today. Tonight's episode of TNA Impact was awesome. The show started off with Immortal, Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff coming to the ring, and Hulk Hogan starts bragging about how he has the best and most elite stable in all of professional wrestling today, and that how now he has to take care of the garbage, which is Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson then comes out. He starts mocking Hulk Hogan, Eric Bischoff, and how Eric Bischoff and the rest of Immortal are riding his coattails. Then Immortal beats the crap out of Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson being an a-hole, no one comes to help him. The first match of the night was a four-way match between Orlando Jordan, Jesse Neal, Crimson, and Douglas Williams. This was an awesome four-way match. The match ends when Abyss attacks Crimson. Abyss comes out of nowhere and attacks Crimson and hits him and slams Crimson against the guardrail. In the ring, Orlando Jordan hits Williams with some swinging back DDT neckbreaker called the Gender Bender for the three count. So Orlando Jordan wins the first match. The next match of the night was Matt Hardy with Team Immortal versus Kazarian to see who gets the advantage in Lethal Lockdown this Sunday. This was a pretty good match. Matt Hardy, of course, he wins with some new submission hold. He wins with some new submission hold called the cold ice pick, I think. Next, Madison Rain of Terror are in the ring, and Madison Rain pretends to says she's going to apologize to Mickey James for what she did last week, but she says she's sorry that she didn't run Mickey James over after she laid her out, and starts yelling and berating at Tara. Madison Rain, while this is happening, Mickey James comes out and says that at Lockdown she will make Madison Rain suffer for what she did to her last week and more. The next match of the night was a 6-man tag match between Jeff Jarrett, Hernandez, and D'Angelo De Niro with D'Angelo De Niro versus Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle, and Matt Morgan. This was an awesome back and forth 6-man tag team match. The match ends when the Pope, D'Angelo De Niro, hits Samoa Joe with some brass knuckles for the win. After the match, Hernandez lays out Matt Morgan with a pair of brass knuckles of his own, and Jeff Jarrett ran off earlier to get away from Kurt Angle. Next, Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan come out and start talking as usual. Sting comes out and they bring out RVD and try to get RVD to join Immortal. RVD doesn't listen to anyone, and Sting, he comes out and tries to convince RVD not to join Immortal, and that if RVD beats him this Sunday, he will become the champion. But if he loses and then joins Immortal, he will never get a shot. He will never get a shot at the title. That's what Sting says. RVD leaves, and Sting attacks Eric Bischoff, and Hulk Hogan backs off. Sting is about to attack him, but Sting says he will take care of Hogan on his time. And the next match of the night was the second match to decide who gets the advantage at Lethal Lockdown. That was Abyss versus James Storm. This was a pretty good back and forth match. Abyss beat James Storm with the Black Hole Slam, and now it is 2-zip, which means Flair doesn't have to wrestle Robert Roode. Next, Velvet Sky makes her way to the ring and demands to know what's wrong with Angelina Love. Winner's music hits, and Angelina Love comes out and just lays out lays out velvet skies. So I guess this looks like the end of the beautiful people again. The next match of the night, of course, was the gauntlet. Gauntlet match. Ken Anderson, first he defeated Murphy in a pretty solid. First he defeated Murphy in a solid match. Next he defeated Rob Terry in a pretty solid match. Then he beat Gunner in another solid match. Then he fought Bully Ray. Bully Ray mostly controlled this match and was about to powerbomb him off the stage, but then he decided. Then Bully Ray gave him the Hogan, and Hogan was about to powerbomb him off the stage, but Sting came out, and right before Sting could do anything to Hogan, Abyss came from behind and attacked Hogan. Came from behind and attacked Sting. Sting hit Abyss with the baseball bat. Then Brother Ray tried to attack Sting. Sting hit him with the baseball bat. And therefore thus saving Mr. Anderson from a career-ending injury, and that ends Impact. Like I said before, this was an awesome episode of Impact, and I can't wait for Lockdown this Sunday. Doug out.